How are
Yes,
you?
sir. I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, man. I'm good. It's been a few minutes since your fight. How you feeling?
I feel great. I'm ecstatic, happy to get a finish. That's what I've been wanting. That's what I've been working for, and just happy that everything's coming together.
I mean, the fight only lasted a minute. How'd you feel about it?
I felt great. I felt like I didn't really land any of my kicks. The range was different. He was backing up a little. I kind of trapped him on the fence, and I knew he would try to take me down, and I think I saw the replay only once, so I don't really know exactly what happened, but I knew he was going to shoot. I think I threw a 3-4, and he dipped right into it, and that was it.
What was the game plan going into the fight?
Just to be well-rounded, to strike. No, I know he's a good grappler, but I'm also a good grappler. He may have better pure jiu-jitsu, but my wrestling is kind of the equalizer. So I knew that just being well-rounded, mixing it up, not rushing anything, staying patient was going to be the key to victory.
There was a few people doubting you and saying that Johnny Munoz had the edge. Did you see any of that, and what do you feel about that?
No, I mean I don't understand what people are looking at. I may not be the best, most technical grappler, and people look at my past, and that was, I've been submitted a couple of times, but that was before I moved to American Top Team. That was before I got to train with high-level grapplers and high-level coaches every single day. So that era is over. So, but I'm glad that I got to. Well, I guess I didn't really get to show any of the grappling, but I got the win. I wanted a knockout, and that's what I got.
And you shut everybody up.
And I did, yes, sir. So everybody that bet money on me, I'm glad I made you some money. If you didn't, joke's on you.
Speaking of American Top Team, man, it's always fascinating because you have killers in that gym. Who are some of your training partners?
I train with a lot of people, and our core group of guys are guys that aren't in the UFC yet, but they will be, like Sal Guerrero, Jason Eastman, Mauricio Gomez, Victor Diaz, and Adriano Moraes helped me. And I think I might have missed some people, but I go with everybody. There's so many really good people, especially my weight, between 125 and 135. The best, like you could stack every gym up in the world, their lineup, and ours still beats them.
Speaking of a teammate, Danny Sabatello has a big fight coming up. What do you think of that matchup?
Danny's a machine. Danny's a monster. He doesn't get tired, and he moves forward all the time. So, and Leandro Higo's he's a really good fighter as well. But I think Danny's gonna be too much. Danny's gonna wear him out. I think Higo will probably get tired. He cuts a lot of weight, and Danny just doesn't get tired and doesn't stop moving forward.
Awesome. Finally, for me, man, what do you want the rest of your year? I think you said that you want 4 fights this year. Is there anybody in particular? Is there a return date? Like, what's up?
I have a couple of guys in mind. I'd like to fight some strikers, to be honest. I wanna test my striking against some strikers. Some good strikers are Chris Gutierrez, Jonathan Martinez. Those are some good strikers. Some guys that are have a good winning streak going, and I'd like to test myself against those guys. But I mean, whoever they want me to fight, I'm willing to fight. I'm getting better every day. My coach is Steve Bruno. He with the training that he puts us through, he makes sure we're prepared, and I can definitely see the gains that I made in just a small amount of time. So the longer I go, the more dangerous I'm going to get.
Congrats on the win, and congrats on your anniversary, and then your parents' anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've never been a real slouch when it came to the striking, but, I mean, is it something new that you found about your striking? Is it just the techniques that you're working, or is it a confidence level? I mean, what is it about your striking now that you're feeling that it's better than ever?
I think it's the way we do drills. We do a lot of defensive drills where we don't hit mitts, we don't hit any pads. When I started fighting, most people hit pads, but I think hitting pads kind of threw off my range. So I know I can hit hard and I know I can touch somebody, but when you're touching mitts, it's hard to get your range good. And just that little bit, the drills that we do, the cardio we do, we work hard. So I believe in everything that Coach Bruno does and Coach Pahumpa does, and I'm just bought in 100%.
That's awesome. And then maybe that kind of sets up the answer to my question. There was a lot of emotion that you had afterwards, and you spent a lot of time giving thanks to your team around you. What, I guess, what did that moment mean for you? Was that win partially more for your team, and what was that emotion going through, and why did you feel that you had to share that moment with your team like you did?
Yeah, because you know, the team I have it's a great team, and those guys. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be growing like I am, and it's just you know, I feel like they deserve just as much recognition as I do.
That's awesome. And I guess last thing for me, what's a better present for your anniversary and your parents' anniversary? Just getting the win, or if you got a performance bonus? And if you get that bonus, who gets the bulk of the money, the parents or your?
I think both would be great. You know, I think if I asked my mom was like, "That's what we want for our anniversary for you to win." So you know, the bonus would be great. So I definitely have to treat them and my parents to something if I get the bonus. Well, either way.
That's awesome.
But I'm sure my wife's gonna want to.
She's gonna want
the
a little
majority
chunk.
of the bonus. Yeah.
Well, congrats on the victory.
Thank you so much.
Tony, just a quick one for me. Congrats on the anniversary for the entire family.
Thank you, sir.
Walk it through that finish, because that uppercut was from such a weird angle. How did you even see to throw it?
I just follow a combination. Just that I've always in the past as well. I've had trouble throwing combinations, and like I said, the drills we do, we throw a lot of volume. So I just let my hands go, just let them go. And you know, sometimes you land them, sometimes you don't. But you know, sometimes people duck into stuff. So if had I not thrown the 3-4, then maybe I wouldn't have hit him. And you know, but yeah, I just threw it, just committed to my strikes, made sure my stance was good, and it worked.
It looked great, because also him coming in, you know, it's just like that, like Pacquiao Marquez impact, like it just made it that much more,
Yes, sir.
you know, finish. And then you're not, you know, hide about it with the family being a big part of the team. I see the folks often. How big is that to have that like emotional backing and that like, you know, that to ground you?
It's the best because you know, just this itself is hard. Any combative sport is hard. You know, wrestling, everything. My family's always been really supportive of everything I've done. Been in like every all of my wrestling matches. I couldn't make it to this, but you know, just having growing up with two parents is a huge thing to be grateful for, and I have two great parents that support me and everything I do. So I'm just grateful.
Excellent, man. Shout out to mom and dad and all the folks, and congrats on the win, sir.
Thank you so much.